Hello everybody, I'm just sharing with you this beautiful rainbow. Can you see it? Can you see it? There it is. Can you see how beautiful that rainbow is? It's not actually raining. It's not actually raining. It's not raining. And I'm just here in the middle of this beautiful golf course, asking the divine how to share with people about oneness, how to share the information. And oh, there you go. Let's start with a rainbow. Let's start with a rainbow. So there's the rainbow. That's known as the promise. Have you heard of the Rainbow Warriors? And if you're watching, by the way, just click on and say hi, and then we can speak to each other. So the Rainbow Warriors are a bunch of people from all cultures, and all religions, and all or no religion, all cultures from all across the world, who are prophesied to come together at a time when the earth is dying and all the trees are dying. Is it still there? And there is a lot of all the animals and all the plants and all the insects are dying and everything, and they come together to take back and reclaim the earth. Many people were given a wake-up call in about 2012 to now, have been woken up, given an illumination of conscience, which means that we understand what we're doing to our earth and what we're doing to the people and what we're doing to the animals, and how this has all been orchestrated by those known as the elites. And this information has come to people in ways that blows my mind. But obviously you've just seen the rainbow, and that's how it works, okay? Many people won't believe because they have not experienced it. You have to really experience it in order to believe it. And for those people who don't know it exists, I would just say that everything is perspective. Everything in life is perspective. So we can only look out of the lenses that we're wearing at the time. If we are in a place of shame, we see everything as being attacking us. You know, we're being less than everyone else. If we're in a place of guilt, we see everybody as persecuting us. If we're in a place where we look out of the lenses of doubt, we see everything as overwhelming and impossible to cope with. If we're looking out of the window of the lenses with the perspective of anxiety, again, everything looks scary and we don't understand any of it. If we look out of our lenses with the perspective of fear, everything seems to be attacking us, and we seem to be surrounded by bullies. If we look out the perspective, there it still is. Look, I'll share with you the rainbow. If we look out of the lenses with the perspective of anger, everybody and everybody and everything and every circumstance and situation seems to cause this fighting response in us. And if we look out of the lenses with a perspective of acceptance or neutrality, we find that we come to a place where we can be neutral, not allow things to bother us, but more accepting of everything. Then if we look out of our lenses with the perspective of courage, we actually take back our power, because we can look at life through a lens of what we can do rather than what the world is doing to us. It's still there. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. It's very faded now. And then if we look out of the lenses with hope or love, again, it changes our perspective to embracing everything, looking on the bright side and looking at what we can do rather than what we can't do. And if we look out of our lenses in the perspective of joy and celebration, then clearly we are having a little celebration within and seeing the world as no matter what's going on, there's something to celebrate, however small. People who do the spiritual work, who transform through all of these perceptions in life. So, I always talk about physical transformation, mental, emotional, and spiritual transformation. These are the 4 ways that humans transform throughout their life. So people who do the work and go through the physical transformation, the mental transformation, the emotional transformation, and then the spiritual transformation, get to see the world from a place of enlightenment, which is a place where all is one because you see the big picture. And in essence, that is what the rainbow signifies. It gives us hope because we understand that the word enlightenment means to embody light mentally. And we understand that everything is light. That everything is light. Many masters have walked the earth and told us this, that we are light. And that's what the rainbow signifies. So that's why the rainbow is such good news. And that's why the rainbow signifies at-one-ment, atonement. We can be at one with ourselves when we understand everything. I'm going to show you the trees, the grass. This is nature. This is what everything is. This is everything. So we're at one with each other, nature, the animals, the planet, everything that's alive, everything that's organic. I suppose we can even be at one with things that are inorganic and things that have been made by humans that are quite destructive, because we can understand where that comes from, because it comes from a lower perspective. And we have to understand and appreciate and accept that not everyone wants love. Some people want to come in and destroy things. Some people want to come and be angry with everyone and fight everyone. And that's their perspective, and we have to understand that. We have to understand that, like seasons of the trees, we humans have our seasons. We have seasons of expansion in the spring when our leaves come out. We have seasons of producing fruit. We have seasons of the fruit passing and dying and the leaves curling up, and seasons of the leaves falling. Our spring, summer, autumn and winter, we have seasons. So when we are enlightened, we understand that everything and everyone is an infinite and endless cycle of seasons. Everything, and everyone, because we are one with nature. And so that is how we can be at one, by understanding that everything has its season, and not judge things for what they are or who they are or their actions or their words, because we understand that everything is perspective, and that person's situation or circumstance is coming from a specific perspective that may not be ours, but we can rise above it like the birds. We can be light. And that literally means also that we can lift, we can be uplifted, we can lift off, we can be light, not heavy, not dark, but light. I would say we can do this in an instant if we choose to change our perspective. But we can also do it by seeking through each perspective and each emotion and each mental concept that comes to us. So for example, if something comes to us and it seems like, oh my goodness, that's scary, I'm really afraid because how am I going to survive? Sorry, my video went off. I just wanted to finish. So here I am in an industrial estate during these times of lockdown. It's very quiet. Unusual, isn't it, that we have everything locked down and the government say we're having a reset, we're not going to go back to the new normal, all right? Now, I finished my last beautiful video about rainbows and light with a question. What happens when you go into fear? You start seeing things through a perspective of fear, and many people are trying to wake other people up at this time because of this. What is that, whoop, 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 whoop. Great video skills, Sal. Whoop, 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 whoop. What is that monstrosity? Why has that turned up at the same time as COVID? You have to ask yourselves the question. Ask the question why. Do some research. What's this about? Why have we suddenly... Oh, won't go small. I'm not doing myself on camera looking that enlarged. Oh, there we go. Okay, so question is, why do we have this at the same time as a global reset and COVID and the world shut down? Please research, but remember to use the perspective of oneness. Always come back to a place of acceptance that, you know what, oneness is creation, destruction, and protection. That's how seasons go. They go from birth, life, death, rebirth. Creation, protection, destruction. Creation, protection, destruction. Recreation. Yes, 4 seasons. Oh, didn't Vivaldi sing something that makes a song about 4 seasons? Oh, I think he did. But this, right? What's this about? What's COVID about, really? Come on, really? What's it really about? If you haven't done research about the times we're living in, why things are happening the way they are with the global reset, and the world powers all getting together to say the same thing on the media, and you haven't looked into this, 5G, you haven't looked into it, COVID, vaccinations, why? Why, when we had all of these other illnesses, why didn't we have vaccinations against them? Why we suddenly got vaccinations, and why does everyone have to have one? Why does everyone have to stay inside? Why does everyone have to wear masks when it's been shown that this is totally ineffective? Why is there so much conspiracy? Why are people ganging up against each other and separating? Okay, so I'm saying keep the perspective of love and light and oneness and understanding all seasons, that there's a time for birth, life, death, rebirth, and a time to be awake and not hypnotized and not asleep. I'm hoping that that's gone out and you can see this monstrosity that is this 5G tower and what it means. But remembering also not to go, not to go into fear about it, but remember to know the truth and come back to a perspective of oneness. Right, there we go. That's my video finished, if you could hear. It's all about oneness and perspectives and the eyes and the windows that we look out of. All right, lots of love to you. Mwah.